What up, nerds? It is I, the Immortal Nerd here, and welcome back to another Let's Talk Math Physics video. I know it's been a while since I've done one. The last one was a math relating to differential equations and dealing with auxiliary equations, learning how to solve those of a non-homogeneous type using particular solutions. And today I am talking about physics now, as you can see, and it's algebra based, not doing calculus based as of right now. Maybe in the near future I will, but not today. Today just doing the algebra based, so doing physics just by using algebra. And the topic that I'm talking about that's underneath, sound level / intensity. I'm doing this because of where I work. I'm a tutor. The students that I tutor, they're around this area here. This was like the last thing that they was going over: sound levels, intensity, harmonics, and all of that good stuff. So we're gonna do one of those type of problems here. So to keep going, to give you the question: 3 people speak simultaneously. The sound level or intensity level is 96 decibels for one person. What is the sound or intensity level if both speak? So I know this question kind of sound, weird, or it's worded funny, but this is more or less, this is kind of like how the question was for a student that I was working with a couple of days ago. So we're gonna break down this question. Not a whole lot to it, so that's kind of good. So we don't have to decipher a whole lot of things here, but there are some things that we would or should be knowing going into this. So just go ahead and get into it. Analyzing the question. First, the needs versus what we don't need. Starting with what we don't need. We don't need the 3 people. That's that 3 people speak simultaneously bit. That was not necessary. You can almost say it was there to trick you, but if you know what you're doing, you know that you won't need it. You can just disregard it. So next is what we do need. 2 things: a formula for the intensity / sound level. Beta equals 10 times the logarithm of I divided by I sub 0. Now the I stands for your straight intensity of a certain object, and I sub 0 is the intensity at which humans can hear, and that number is 1 times 10 to the negative 12 watts per meter squared, right? And then the second thing we need is only 2 people, so we don't need the extra person there, the third wheel. We don't need them. Nobody likes the third wheel. We just want the 2 people, right? So next thing, a note I have for you guys: the 2 people does not mean double the sound level or intensity level, which is the I part that I have. Instead, well, let me rephrase that. The 2 people does not mean double the sound level. So the equation that I have here, the beta equals 10 times the log of I divided by I sub 0. You do not double the beta once you get your answer. What you double is the I, which is what I have in this one. Instead, double the intensity, I. So now we have to figure out what the intensity is for just one person talking, right? So we have here, we're going to use this formula here for the sound level. And what we're going to do is solve for I. So the sound level, which was already given for one person, 96 equals 10 log of I divided by I sub 0. So you guys should know what you have to do here. Divide by 10 to give you this. Next, You see that this log is understood to be a base 10, so you will base 10 on both sides of this equation to give you this. Then next, to get the I, just the I by itself, multiply both sides by that denominator I sub 0. And that would give you this. Now, this looks kind of like a scientific notation. And with that being said, you're looking at it like, I never seen a scientific notation with the decimal as an exponent. Don't worry about it. We're going to use algebra, to fix it. Because if you just try to use it like this, your calculator, it'll tell you, no, I cannot do this. This is a syntax error. There is no decimal for exponent in scientific notation. No, I can't do that. But don't worry about it. Like I said, we're going to use algebra to fix it. So again, finding the intensity. So this is for, now that I got the intensity, let me go back. Now that I have the intensity solved for, I'm gonna just leave it like this. Cause you may be asking yourself, all right, I sub 0, we know that is the minimum level at which human ears can hear sound, which is times 10 to the negative 12 watts per meter squared. Why not go ahead and plug that in? It's a reason for that, and I will show you. Now going back. So when I'm trying to find this intensity level / sound level of two people talking at the same time, using the same formula, beta to two people equals 10 log of I divided by I sub 0. So this is what I would do in my next line. Substitute in what I had solved for I earlier, and not forgetting that since this is two people, I gotta multiply that intensity by 2. So like I said in that note earlier, it's not double the sound level, but double the intensity. So you see I got that there. You guys got that? All right, so moving on to the next. I have this. So you see why I don't go ahead and put in that value for my I sub 0, because the I sub 0 in the numerator and denominator of the argument of the logarithm cancels out. So there was no need for me to plug in numbers because they were just going to go away in the first place. So that gives me my third line here. Moving on to the next. Bam. What I did was the reverse or opposite rule for power rule of a logarithm. Whenever you have a number that's multiplied to the logarithm, you can just bring it back inside of the logarithm as an exponent, which is what I have in this line. Now, as you all may be wondering, this is where that decimal 9.6 as the exponent on the 10 will go away, because I will apply the 10 exponent that's on the outside to the 2 and that 10 to the 9.6, as you see right here. The 2, it would be 2 raised to the 10th, and 10 will become 10 raised to the 96, because as you should know, a power raised to another power, you multiply the exponent, and 9.6 times 10 gives you 96. So once you figure that out, this is your solution. The sound level of two people talking at the same time is 99 decibels. Now you may have been, thinking, well, if they gave me the sound level for one person, 96, and now two people are talking at the same time, can I just double that and that'll be my answer? No, because that's why I made that note before. It's not double the sound level, you double the intensity, right? Because how loud something is tells you the intensity of that thing or of that vibration, right? You learn that in conceptual physics. So that's why I made that note there. It's not double the sound level, but double the intensity. That's why the 2 is being multiplied to the I inside of that argument there. So yeah, that wraps it up, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little follow through of this sound level / intensity problem. I had fun actually working on it, because I actually made that a mistake myself. I just took the 96 and multiplied it by 2 and thought that would have been it. But no, it wasn't. Just a little bit more complicated than that. Excuse me. But yeah, this is your answer, 99 decibels. And if you guys ever want me to do any type of any more sound level / intensity problems or anything else in the physics realm or math realm, put that in the comments below. Or even if you had more questions that I may not have answered in this one about this particular problem, put that in the comments below and I will surely get back to you. You know, I like it when you guys, interact with me, on these videos. It's not like I'm, just doing it for myself, which, sometimes I do because I like doing this stuff for fun. Like I like reading modern physics for fun over the weekends whenever I have the time to, but that's besides the point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I hope to hear from you guys. I want to get these ideas flowing, what you guys want me to do here in the physics / math realm. And yeah, that's it. Please like, share, subscribe. Get this out there to all of the nerds in the universe, multiverse, and alternate dimensions. And I will see you in the next one. The Immortal Nerd, signing off.